Today I just been fishing, looking for bigmouth bass, largemouth bass, and there's a ton of pickerel around. Throwing jigs and worms, mostly worms. Every now and then I'll get a jig out the field, see what's a little bit out there, see if there's any other activity. Pesky pickerel, and we do pick out a largemouth, hopefully more.
There we go.
See, maybe there'll be another one hanging in there. These wormhooks are long shanked, so we can get through these here, hopefully through these here pesky. I am looking for bass and picking up some pickerel here. And I'm just fishing some brush piles along the riprap. Just an amazing combination to hold fish. Just casting out, hitting the fish. There's like a joint where this riprap ends, and when the brush starts, that's just gold. So that's what I'm fishing. I'm going to tighten up the drag a little, just a little. I took a little on this side, so now we're going to see what's going on here. I'll work that worm in, let it drop close to the brush, real close to that brush. Casting out and letting it get in towards the brush, letting it drop. There we go. I'm going to work with this here smoke. Tighten up my drag a little. They were pulling me into the trees. I get them in open with plastic worms, unweighted. Really nice calm day out, and hoping to get some bass. But there seems to be just a slew of pickerels all over. Oh, and right out of the brush over here to my left. I double tracked on the side. I need that little bit tighter drag. Wow. I'm just hammering that smoke. So, ooh, that's one of the bigger ones of the day. Chased it. Get out of here. Get an idea how big these guys are. They are working tight on the brush, tight, really tight. Just seen one come up on the top here. I bought a couple of top waters, but I guess they're mostly soft. Ooh, there he is. Waiting for them to destroy this worm. I'm going to try a black. Now I'm just using this as a size 4 Gamakatsu worm hook, and just weedless rigging. That's a size 4 straight worm hook. Tight brush here. There we go. We got our bass. I had a hit right before him. These guys are funny. Wow, this made the day. This is what I was looking for. Had to work through a ton of pickerel. So we finally hit him. Went back to the smoke colored worm. Not a big guy, but this is what we want. Really pretty fish. Let's see. So he's kind of like 13 inches. They're funny. They could be on the feed now. We could get a few more, hopefully. But back to the smoke-colored worm. I'm looking for largemouth bass. The tons of pickerel are just on the feed. When they get wild, it gets tough to get the bass. Dude. I guess they would call this bubble gum. Yeah. It's getting dark. I'm going to finish off with the smoke. It's a bass. You got the bass, the keeper. You had him? I got him. I almost lost him. He jumped in and up. My line went completely slack. He looked so big in the water. Alright, I was in the process of making the video, and the freshwater fishing been so good, so I've been sticking with it, and I wanted to play with the casting reel a bit, and looking to get more lunkers, more bigger bass, just using casting tackle. This is actually better for the job. It's windy out today, a little weird, but hitting a few spots and close to the brush and deep out, and I could yank them out and fish close with my setup here. And so this is actually additional footage, another day, and looking for bass. So I'm just playing with a new reel today, Shimano Crestfire. It's an older reel, I think from the 80s, and looking for bass, throwing worms, and a couple of reasons why I wanted to play with this here reel today. One, they're just fun, these here bait casting reels. And today I've been using exclusively the CULPRIT 7.5 inch black. Wood is a little stained, and the black shows through well, but white does too. I kind of just decided to go with the black. And I'm fishing with a weight today, and 1/16 of an ounce. That's just a barrel swivel cut in half, and a number 4 hook, Texas weedless rig. Let me give this a shot here. We got a lunker. Wow, that's a nice fish. That's a nice thick fish. Black power worm. Beautiful fish. That. I think there's bigger ones in there. Let's find out. The fishing been just so good that I've been staying on the freshwater circuit, and decided to play with my Shimano, my new reel, Shimano Crestfire. Great casting reel. I'm going to be playing with this for a bit. It's definitely a keeper. Wanted something with a little more pulling power, a little stouter rod, fish closer to the brush. Great, just about anything can throw. It's a little windy out today, so finesse fishing is probably off the list, but we got the Texas weedless worms going, and looking for lunker bass. I'm working it right inside. Wow, that's a lunker. That is a lunker. Holy smoke. Beautiful fish. Wow. That's a nice lunker. He got a nice mouth on him. Beautiful lunker. Wow, that's a hefty fish. fat. Wow, that's a nice largie. Water's cold. Really nice fish. I moved around and I had my camera off, so I had him on for a little bit, and before I had started the camera, but it was really nice play. I thought I was stuck for a second, and he was digging. I just knew he was a bass. They play much different than a pickerel. Now I am using this is a heavy cover worm hook, size 4. It's more like a 6/0. My worm's just getting beat up. That's a big pickerel. Wow! Holy heck, that's a big one. So today I am doing the same thing. I'm worming, looking for a decent bass still. Got those other shots. A little windier. So I am fishing worms, and I got a little bit of weight on. I'm fishing about a 16th ounce weight today. It's a little windy, and I'm going to be fishing a little deeper. With the weight, it helps actually get your worm down to that strike zone faster. So in the end, you're doing more fishing. The other day it was a little calmer, so the fish were more so suspended. Today I'm going to fish tighter to the bottom and see if we can pull one up. So hopefully we get a big bass. That's what I'm looking for. So I'm fishing, looking. Wow, what's this? I'm looking for largemouth bass, and just getting a ton of pesky pickerel. And today I'm fishing like I was in the other video, except I am using weight today. And I'm hoping that weight gets me down and away from these guys. But they are just inside the brush. They're going to be inside the brush. There we go. Did I lose? Okay. They're going to be inside the brush. But looking to get inside a little deeper with a little bit of weight today. That's the difference. Everything else, well, I got 10-pound line, so I can pull out a lot of the hang-ups, not all of them, and fishing worms, plastic worms. Hopefully we get a decent fish. Now what I'm doing is I'm overshooting the brush for the most part, and letting it drop and working it back in. And I'm fishing tight to the bottom today. The other part I was suspending weightless. So I am overshooting the brush. Sometimes a little further than others. Right now that's quite flush. That's kind of where I want to be fishing. But I'll shoot it out. I'll reel it in. I'll let it drop. And I got tangled there. You see, that was too close. So I really want to overshoot. That's going to kind of drop in. And anyhow, I will work the lure close in, flush to the brush. Even inside, I'm trying to get. So all those fish, they're sitting right here. Once you settle in, you're nothing more than a tree to them. So, and they're looking out, and if they feel up to it, they'll shoot out and grab your worm. Wow, that's a big fish. He came, and I'm pretty sure it was the same fish. I missed him. He came back in on it. I'm gonna work in the pink now. After the pink, I think I'm gonna go to the black purple. big gash on him that healed over. Let me just talk about the worms I've been using. This isn't all of them, but just some. Any worms will do, but as you can see, different colors, kind of like bright, medium, and dark, and throwing like almost like a smoky black or black and purple, and pumpkin seed motor oil I have too. Was throwing them. A little bit different style tails. This is a twister tail, Mr. Twister, and these other ones are CULPRIT. And this is what I have, so this is what I'm using. Any worm probably will certainly get the job done, but I'm just rigging them straight or with Texas style with about 1/16 ounce weight, and that's basically what I'm working most of the day, going back and forth. I'm just hitting every nook and cranny that I think will hold a fish, and there's a lot of nooks and crannies out there. Thank you. And I'm using a smoke like I was the other day, and I will go try another color once the worm is destroyed or changed up. But it seems to be doing the job. I think we might be able to get away with another fish. It's about almost plumb cut in half. Got it really, really calm, almost eerie kind of calm, and still, and just throwing the worms, and I've seen the pickerel. So now I'm going to go try a grub, sometimes a little smaller, but it's nice and calm. I got the 10-pound test, so we got a little more holding power today. The other day I was going more back and forth with the grubs with the light line, finesse fishing. Today I got a thicker, better line for the job. Actually, I had more fish yesterday with the lighter line. It's give and take. But anyway, I'm going to be fishing a grub. Hard to go to the worm at the moment. I think once the sun goes down a little, my sunglasses come off. I'm going to go back to the worm and maybe finish with that. Who knows? We'll see what we get with the grub. Just a total change of plans. Never stick to plans. So never stick to them, especially when you're fishing. What's this? Oh. Get out, get out. Wow, that's a big bass. We got him. Holy heck. Wow, I went to the grub. Wow, that is a beauty. Holy smoke. Let's get him up. Wow. That is a big mouth bass. Beautiful fish. I thought he was a big pickerel. Wow. I might need my pliers. Hold on. I'm just excited. Holy heck. That is a beautiful fish. Fat. I've been fishing for 2 days looking for this guy. Wow. That is a pretty fish. Come here. Wow. Wow, I got calm. I was fishing worms all day. I decided to go with the grub, and mission accomplished. 2 days of fishing, one beautiful largemouth bass. We still got some left, so maybe we'll get another. Maybe I'll stick with the twister tails. Wow. Just plumb wild. You make a plan. I never stick to plans and deviate from the plan. go with the grub, which I've been fishing hard, and then with the worms on and off, throw the worm on, and pick up that bass we've been looking for in a couple days. Just incredible. So I'm going to fish this here grub until my sunglasses come off. Then I'm going to go back to the worm, and I think I'm going to finish off by suspending them. I am fishing the grub. This may be the biggest pickerel I've had of the year. Wow. I got to get him in. How's he hooked? Wow. Wow. That's a beast. Wow. Wow. Incredible. I may fish this right through the dark. We'll see. He just plumb walloped that, swallowed that grub. I got the 10-pound on, and that held him just perfectly fine. Just incredible. Fishing the worms and looking for something bigger. Water calmed out, and I went to the grub I have on now. The water calmed out, and I had probably my biggest of the season, the biggest bass and the biggest pickerel of the season in one day. I probably had longer pickerel, but he had a nice girth to him. He swam off strong, hard, so both those fish did. They're just darting, oh man, something else. That's a nice bass. They're all nice. You just inhale that. About 12 inches. So I'm finishing off with the worm, going with a black purple. It's going to be dark probably in a few minutes, but really excellent. I mean, really great fishing. But deviated from the plan, which I always do, and just surprising, not surprising, but been worming. And went with the grub that I've been fishing, and pulled out what we were looking for 2 days fishing. I'm going to take a few more casts with the worm and getting out of here. Thanks for watching. What is that? Oh, we're going to finish with a pickerel. Thanks for watching. Please like, dislike, comment, subscribe to the channel or not. And remember always.